So, hey there guys, so today we got Cork in this video. Um, just I guess IELTS 12, just one. All right. We have true false not giving questions followed by notes completion. I guess they are going to be fairly easy. So let's get started. Um, so Cork has, let me just actually choose the highlight. Cork has the thickest bark of any living tree. So thickest bark. So it's comparing it here. Scientists have developed a synthetic cork with same cellular structures as this. So it's scientists developed a synthetic cork similar to the same cellular structures as natural cork. Individual cork oak trees must be left for 25 years between the first and second harvest. So cork bark should be stripped in dry atmospheric conditions. Stripped, stripped means removed. The only way to remove the bark can be is by hand. All right. Cork, the thick bark of the thick bark of the oak tree, some sort of Latin name, or I'm not sure, is a remarkable material. It is tough, elastic, buoyant. I'm sorry, not buoyant, but buoyant and fire resistant and suitable for a wide range of purposes. It has also been used for millennia. The ancient Egyptians sealed their sarcophagi, stone coffins, with cork, while the ancient Greeks and Romans used it for anything from beehives to sandals. All right. And the cork itself is an extraordinary tree. Its its bark grows up to 20 centimeters in thickness, insulating the tree like a coat wrapped around the trunk and branches and keeping the so okay, we have this part, trunk and branches and keeping the inside at a constant 20 degrees Celsius all year round. Developed most probably as a defense against forest fires. The bark of the cork oak has a particular cellular structure. Okay, it has a cellular structure with about 40 million cells per cubic centimeter. That technology has never succeeded in replicating. Okay, so there we go. That technology has never been successful in replicating. So this is the first one. We got the first. We're gonna take that. And actually, if you want, I can make a table. All right. So replicating never so words from the questions and similar words from the passage. Now, thickest bark of any living tree. Thickest bark of any living tree is going to be not given because we do not know whether whether it is the thickest among other trees. So that technology has never been. Scientists have developed a synthetic and similar structure. No, it's a false because it says this is a number two. I guess. Sorry for that. It's not a. It's not. It's not one, but two. First one is not given. It's not saying whether it has the thickest bark of any in comparison to other trees. It is just 20 centimeters in thickness, and never succeeded in replicating. Yes, of course, they didn't. Scientists, no one could replicate it. So that technology has never succeeded in replicating. Okay, individual cork. The cells are filled with air, which is why cork is so buoyant. It also has an elasticity. That means you can squash it and watch it spring back to its original size and shape when you release the pressure. Cork oaks grow in a number of Mediterranean countries, including Portugal, Spain, Italy, Greece, and Morocco. They flourish in warm, sunny climates where there's a minimum of 400 millimeters of rain per year. Okay, so this is the one part, and not more than 800 millimeters. Like grape vines, the trees thrive in poor soil, putting down deep roots in search of moisture and nutrients. Southern Portugal's region meets all these requirements, which explains why, by the early 20th century, this region had become the world's largest producer of cork, and why today it accounts for roughly half of all cork production around the world. Stripped in atmospheric conditions. Yes, and it's this one has to be a true. I guess, but I'm not sure whether it's not saying stripped in atmospheric conditions. But let's just read further. Most cork forests are family owned. Many of these family businesses, and indeed many of trees themselves, are around 200 years old. Cork production is above all an exercise in patience. From planting to a cork from planting of a cork sapling to the first harvest takes 25 years, and a gap of approximately a decade must separate harvest from an individual tree. So this is another answer for us. However, this is going to be number three, and this should be must be left 25 years. This should be a false because first between the first and second harvest, no. Uh, from planting from planting of a cork sapling to the first harvest takes 25 years, and another gap of approximately a decade must separate harvest from an individual tree. That means another decade. So the 25 years plus a decade means she's 10 years is another 35 years. So the answer is false, probably. Cork bark should be stripped in atmospheric conditions. And for top quality cork, it's necessary to wait further 10 to 12 15 to 20 years. You even have to wait for the right kind of summer's day to harvest. There we go. We have another one. So this one has to be a true. So we will take that and put a number 4 here as true. Let me actually highlight that properly. All right. So the should be stripped in atmospheric conditions. So let's say atmospheric conditions is saying as the right kind of summer's day, right? So there we go. Let me actually give this like that. So now this one is also all right. Now the next one should be so this one has to be true. There we go. Now, cork harvesting is a very specialized profession. No mechanical means of stripping cork has been stripping cork bark has been invented. So the job is done by teams of highly skilled workers. Another answer we have. So pretty much yes. The true false not given as always. They are following the order. So so let's say the only way number 5 is saying that remove by hand. Let me actually just write remove by hand instead of just copying out the words word by word. So I will just say no mechanical means of stripping. So means of stripping cork bark has been invented. So there we go. Now the next one. So the only way to remove bark. So this is another true for us. Advantages of aluminum screws. So aluminum screws. Now it is then dried on the ground for about 4 months before being taken to factories where it is boiled to kill any insects that might remain in the cork. Over 60% of cork then goes on to be made into traditional bottle stoppers, with most of the remainder being used in the construction trade. Cork board and cork tiles are ideal for thermal and acoustic insulation, while granules of cork are used in the manufacture of concrete. Recent years have seen the end of virtual monopoly of cork as the material for bottle stoppers due to concerns about the effect it may have on the contents of the bottle. All right, so there we go. We have do not affect something to the bottle of contents. So contents of the bottle, contents. So bottle contents. So we have that. Whoops, not bottle. Contents of the bottle. So 1 second, guys. I was called by my mother. 1 second. All right, let's go further. So do not affect the something. So, all right, this is caused by a mechanical compound. Recent years, blah, blah, blah. This is caused by a mechanical compound called 2,2,4,6 trichloroanisole, TCA, which forms through the interaction of plant phonols, chlorine and mood. The tenuous concentration as little as 3 or 4 parts to a trillion can spoil the taste of the product contained in the bottle. So can spoil the taste. So or something to produce or something to else. Cork bottle stoppers. All right. Do not affect the what? Um, can spoil the taste of the product contained in the bottle. So taste. Do not affect the taste. Do not affect the taste. So aluminum advantages: the tiniest concentration, just because the plastic one contains this 2,4,2,4,6 trichloroanisole TCA, which forms through the interaction of plant phonols, chlorine, and mood. So they did these, and then it's saying the tiniest concentration as little as 3 or 4 parts to a trillion can spoil the taste of the product contained on the bottle. The result have been so therefore because it spoils the result has been gradually yet steady move towards plastic stoppers and more recently to aluminum screw caps. These substitutes are cheaper to manufacture. Cheaper to manufacture. There we go. So we have produce as manufacture. So we have are cheaper to produce, and something to use. And in the case of screw cap, move convenient for the user. Are convenient to use. Convenient to use. So there we go. We have to use for the user. Now, moreover, the classic Cork stopper does have several advantages. Suit the something of quality for. However, firstly, its traditional image is more in keeping. Traditional image suit the image of quality products with that of the type of high quality goods. Okay, we have now. I just want to mention it here. Take this part, and this one was number 6. So this is number 6, and then we have convenient is cheaper, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna highlight that again and give this a number 7 to 8. So we have 7 to 8 the answers. Whoops, sorry for that, guys. All right, so we have cheaper and then convenient, as far as I can say. Now, suit the something of quality of products. Of course, it's an image. Suit the image, firstly, blah, blah, blah. It has long been associated. So again, we're going to choose number 10. Secondly, and very importantly, cork is suitable product that can be recycled, made from something material, made from a sustainable product. No. So this is without difficulty. So easily is without the difficulty. Whoops, sorry for that. So without difficulty. So it's made from a sustainable product. Made from sustainable material. Maybe, but as far as I can say, easily recycled. Cork first aid something. Cork is a sustainable product that can be recycled. Another answer we have for you. So we have now I think we have 10 and 11. 10 and 11. There we go. Now what else we have? Moreover, cork forests are a source which support local biodiversity. Support means support, aid. Whoops, it's the opposite here. Here, aid, there is support. So they have cork forest aid biodiversity. Diversity. There we go. Now, cork forest stops something happening. So we have another one here. And prevent desertification in regions where they were planted. Fairly easy, isn't it? So there you go. We have 12 and 13. The answers here. Fantastic. So biodiversity stop here. So stop is saying prevent. Now, biodiversity, he is going to be desertification, desertification, desertification. There we go. Awesome. So we have done it, guys. There we go. We have finished test first test passage one, and the next video is going to be about passage two. Of course, we don't really know the number, the name I mean of the passage yet. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. This was the factual text. Therefore, it was easier to do. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, make sure to leave your questions in the comment section below. Make sure to, of course, subscribe and like it.